Good morning, AP class. We will present to you chapter 16 of the
History in Western Society book.
chapter 16 is about constitutionalism and absolutism.
Constitutionalism is mainly based in England, and absolutism is mainly based in France.
Both a product of the Hundred Years' War, where both countries would develop a different kind of government. Absolutism reached its peak as of the French absolutist development with Louis XIV. Louis XIV was also called the Sun God, King.
Sun King. And he was ruler based on divine right. He built Versailles. He had several wars for power, mainly to show power. He spent a lot of money in the arts. He built the School of Paris, and he could do this, and he could do all this because decisions were solely left on him, and the court's only job was to the court's only job was to make decisions like what is the king gonna like who's gonna put the king's shoes on, and it was very
The court
everything was based on him. He was like a god on earth.
The court was a joke. It was only about the social life and was purposely put in Versailles to keep the nobles close so they can have much influence on the government.
And so they could not build armies and take out the king. That was one of his smartest moves, actually.
Louis XIV would wage lots of war throughout his life, and he would spend most of his years as king of France fighting wars, which finally
spending money,
yeah, which wouldn't gain actually a lot of money,
and which would end up breaking France and making them go towards a republic. Now, constitutionalism started with the fall of James. Fall of James in the Glorious Revolution when England invited William and Mary to be the rulers of England.
In constitutionalism, the power wouldn't be only on the king.
It would reside on the king and the parliament, but as is seen right now, it ends up leaving the king as a sole figure.
This sharing of power would allow the parliament to
the people to have more power over the king, and the king would no longer have the ability to overspend or to spend in what he wanted. And now to go to war, he would have to ask Parliament to do taxes. You would have to ask Parliament, and it was a sharing thing. But as we know, sharing is no fun. So Parliament will over time take all the power. And as we see today, as it's seen in the further chapters, the British economy will maintain more stably with this constitutional monarchy. And meanwhile, the French economy will be completely destroyed.
While the absolutists base their power on the
divine right,
which means that God would appoint kings to rule over their people, the constitutionalists base their ideas on John Locke, specifically in the Second Treaty of Civil Government. It said that the government should limit itself to protect life, liberty, and property. This would give a bit more freedom to the British people, unlike in France, where the king would have any person who opposed the government killed or tortured or exiled.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed our presentation.